What else? What else?
Welcome back, guys. You're still watching Rubbing Minds. It's a very heated house right here. Of course, you can hear all of the noise in the background. It's the youth debate, Team GMB versus Team GJ. It's been a lot of fun and, of course, very enlightening, I hope, for those of you who are undecided and trying to pick a candidate for the elections coming up on March the 28th. And, of course, we're going to be rounding up the debate now. We've touched on the youth, we've touched on jobs, we've touched on security, we've touched on the economy, of course, and both teams have also tried to sell their candidates based on what they believe they will be offering Nigerians in the next 4 years. And back on the podium, of course, we have Akin Oyebode and, of course, Mukhtar Daniyan to sort of give us closing remarks on why we should be thinking about voting their candidates or why we should vote each candidate. We had another coin toss, of course, and Mukhtar is going to be going first this time to give us sort of a closing remark, and they have 5 minutes each to do this. They don't have to use it up if they don't want to, if they think they don't need to sell for that much. Yeah, you can banter, but just keep it civil, is all I say.
Okay, no
so
fighting.
You can go first, please.
All right, so I just want to congratulate the APC on winning 4 consecutive coin tosses. You know who else has won 4 consecutive coin tosses? Well, not really coin tosses, but elections, PDP. The same way we've lost 4 coin tosses is the way Muhammadu Buhari is going to win 4 elections. You heard it from me. Please write it down. Secondarily, I've been very, very amused here this afternoon, as most of you watching from home were as well. Someone came on this stage and said APC is a thinking party. Let me say that again. APC is a thinking party. APC is led by Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari got an F9 in mathematics. Muhammadu Buhari has not claimed to have read a single book, one, in his entire life. He has given no scholarly papers. He has done no research on anything. This is a thinking man. Incidentally, and this maybe I'm different, but I think every single Nigerian aspires to have their children get at least a school certificate. Guess what? That's one more thing Buhari has not bothered to get. So calling APC a thinking party is like calling a dog a cat. Just doesn't happen. Having said that, there's a very clear choice before Nigerians. We have a party led by a Democrat, full of democratically inclined people, going against a person who overthrew the Constitution. Now, overthrowing the Constitution is treason. When Buhari seized power on December 31st, 1983, he basically said he has no respect for the Nigerian Constitution and the Nigerian state. You know who else has done that? A certain Abubakar Shekau in northeast Nigeria. Both of them have done the same thing. They've shown a total and complete regard for the Constitution of this country. Only difference is 20 years later, one of them, or 30 years later, one of them is running for president. Incidentally, this person is unapologetic. As recently as last week, he was still saying he did what he had to do because it was the best thing. So now if he overthrew the Constitution back then and says in this year that that's okay, what does that really tell you about his state of mind? Is he doing this because he believes in democracy, or is he doing this because he wants to? I don't think it's because he believes in democracy. I think it's because he wants to. Now, to close, this is what I want to say. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Nigerians, APC keeps talking about change. Change could mean many things. Change could be for the good. Change could be for the bad. I think the difference is very clear. The change APC represents is being brutally frog jumped back to 1984. The change Goodluck Jonathan represents is going forward into the future willingly and happily. I know where I want to go. My life takes me into the future. I don't wake up and say, hey, you know what? I want to go back to my glory days. When all you can talk about is the past, which is your glory days, that basically means you're over. So let's all follow the president into the future so that we can have a better, greater Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mukhtar. Akin?
I think it's interesting. Mukhtar had 5 minutes to sell his candidates. He spent 4 minutes insulting our candidates. That in itself tells you the emptiness of their record. This government is going to run on its record. Let us be clear. 15,000 people are dead, 3.5 million people displaced, 30,000 kilometers of landmass of Nigeria lost. The landmass we lost to Boko Haram is similar to the size of Belgium. Let's be clear on that. Now,
That's a blatant lie.
Can you let him finish?
he's going to punch me very soon. I think we're going to do the policing here. Now, let's go on our record. The three states with the lowest.
Saying we've lost half of Nigeria.
The three states. The three states.
Can we let him finish? Can we let him finish? Can we let him finish? Let's let him finish. Let's let him finish.
For this country.
Let's let him finish.
People are in Nigeria fighting for this nation, and this man is saying we've lost.
Mukhtar, let him finish.
Now you see, now that's the crudity and thuggery they want to use to run elections.
Right.
Now let's go on the records. Poverty. The states with the lowest incidence of poverty in Nigeria are Lagos, Osun, and Kwara. Let's go on IGR, which is the sign of a diversified economy. Again, the top three states. Very clear, Lagos, Rivers, and Kano. Now, the APC controls a third of this country in terms of states. Yet, on these critical elements, the APC trumps the PDP. So it's very clear, right, who has the record of performance and of leadership. And that's why you should vote for the APC. Now, our party, by the way, is not led by General Muhammadu Buhari. General Buhari is the presidential candidate of the party. The party is led by Chief Oyegu, who's the chairman of the party. Just to clarify again.
The party is actually led by Bola Tinubu. Let's just make that clear.
Now, you see, again, so let's talk to the facts, right? This man takes us to a 20-month record, right, of leadership 30 years ago, in 1984. We talk about a 4-year record up till today, right? So that's the difference. Our party is clear on its plan to create jobs. Our party is clear on its plan to help smallholder farmers. Our party is clear on its plan to help women access finance. The movable asset registry is very clear. It's a plan to help women who don't own land securitize their properties to unlock capital. So on a day like today, on an important day like today, International Women's Day, we are showing that we're going to build. It's not about appointing women as ministers alone. It's about the women in Kotangora. It's about the women in my village in Ikole who don't own land but own assets that they can unlock into capital. So that's the reason why you should vote for us. And I think to close, I think it's been an interesting conversation. We haven't raised our voices. We stuck to the facts. We haven't castigated individuals. We haven't said because a man was honest as a leader and owns 150 cows, he's not fit to be president. I think what we're here to sell is the track record of APC as a party and the will of our candidate, General Buhari. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Akin. Thank you very much, guys, for being here today. I want to end this with a beautiful handshake and a hug. Just so we are sure.
Just a handshake.
One Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Can we have a group hug, maybe? Let's have a group hug. Thank you very much.
I haven't collected my Jega, please give my PVC.
Thank you very much, guys, for joining us today. It's been a very interesting episode of Rubbing Minds here today. The youth have spoken. It got tense a few times, but the most important thing is that we've heard their voices, and hopefully we've made your decision as a result of this. Thanks for being here today. Join us next week. Bye.
Come on.